What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, not your average noob, and welcome back to a brand new SpawnPK video. So recently I released a PK commentary using the Malevolent War Axe, and it seemed to get some pretty positive reviews. Because of this, I am going to be doing a let's compare between the Barrelchest War Axe and the Malevolent War Axe. So before we analyze both weapons and ultimately make a comparison, we need to talk about a few important factors first. That being the role in the economy, how the weapons are obtained, and then obviously the comparison between both of their stats. As for the Barrelchest War Axe, there's plenty of ways to obtain them, and they're pretty fresh in the economy, going for about 5 bill each, really easy to obtain. The Malevolent War Axes, however, are pretty much non-existent in the economy due to how rare they are. I would say there's no more than 5 in the game, and it's pretty much a seller's market, going for over 3 trillion cash. The reason why the Malevolent items are so rare is because you need a superior barrel chest to spawn in order to even get a chance at getting the Malevolent items. This actually has a rare chance for anybody to spawn one whenever it actually gets killed in the wilderness. It will give a yell message to the entire server letting it know that it's going to rise in 3 minutes, and everybody that wants to kill it has to bring a blood orb if they wish to participate. Then it actually has a rare drop table of the Malevolent clamp as a drop, and that's how you attach it to any barrel chest weapon you like, in this case being the War Axe. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the two. The Barrelchest War Axe is going to have base stats of 125 slash attack bonus, plus 90 in their stab attack bonus, and a whopping 145 in their strength bonus. Now this does sound pretty good, and the special attack of this weapon is going to drain 1/3 of the damage dealt from your opponent's prayer points, and this can obviously stack with smite or soul split and any other smiting items. Now this sounds really good, but then take a look at the Malevolent War Axe. It blows it completely out of the ballpark, not only giving it plus 10 more in its strength bonus, but a bunch more in their actual attack bonuses as well. Plus 175 all around is extremely significant when it comes to the accuracy factor. The Malevolent War Axe also attacks 1 tick faster than the Barrelchest War Axe. The damage cap is also raised by plus 3, and the special attack smite effect is 20% stronger than what we saw on this original description. And I just want to go ahead and clarify something for you guys. When it says the damage cap is raised by plus 3, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get 3 max hits when using this weapon. It's actually referring to the maximum potential that the weapon can hit. The Barrelchest War Axe is originally capped at 63, meaning no matter what you wear, you're never going to exceed this. But the Malevolent War Axe is going to have a maximum hit of 66. This is referring to the maximum potential that the weapon itself actually has. In the event that I didn't have any armor on, it is still possible to gain some max hits from this, such as 52 being my max and no armor, while the Malevolent has 54, but as you can see that is only a 2 differential rather than 3. It is referring to the maximum potential rather than your standard max hit. Alright, so now we gotta test the actual weapons out. The first thing I want to do is test it out in pretty intermediate gear, meaning I'm going to start out in absolute spawnies and then just have the weapon. Nothing special about these stats, it is still pretty good, but I do want to see what it can actually hit. So we're not going to be able to see max hits or anything like that as we are attacking a person and not a dummy, but I do want to see what the special attacks do to my prayer. We're going to do this based off of 3 types of hits. It's going to be a basic hit, meaning the hit's going to be less than 30. Then we're going to do a medium tier hit, which is going to be more of like a 50, and then we're going to do the absolute max hit of the actual Barrelchest War Axe, which I will get collected from the max hit dummy. Alright, time for the first special attack. It's going to be a 67. That is a medium tier hit. Alright, so that 67 actually dropped my prayer points down from 99 all the way down to 48 prayer points. That means it took approximately 51 of my prayer points away, and that was a high tier hit, but not necessarily the max hit. Alrighty, so what you guys are about to see might seem a little bit complex from first glance, but I am going to explain it to you guys as best as I can. This is a spreadsheet of basically my hits and absolute spawnables using the Barrelchest War Axe, and then also using the Malevolent War Axe, and it actually shows it from a hit count of 5, 32, 67, 76, and then the absolute max being 77. These are the hits that we use consistently, aka the control in our group, that does not change at all throughout this experiment, and we're going to go ahead and collect data on how much prayer points it actually drains, just to see how well the Malevolent is actually doing, and whether or not the SMITE cap actually works. We proceeded to do this also in absolute max Obsidian, without any pets, to see the data we get from that, and then we also added in a Holy Berserker and recorded it in absolute max, spawnables with both the Malevolent and the Barrelchest War Axe. So obviously speaking, it definitely does scale based on your damage, and that's something important to note because the Barrelchest War Axe and the Malevolent War Axe actually doesn't offer much of a benefit or difference when hitting low or intermediate hits. At number 5 and number 32, they both drain around the same rate, being 4 prayer points and then exceeding up to 25 prayer points. There was only a 2 prayer point differential when using the Malevolent, and actually at 67 there was no difference. They both drained 51 prayer points, and at 76 they both drained 59 prayer points as well. However, the narrative completely changes whenever you turn into max gear and not using any pets. The Barrelchest War Axe seemed to smite 56 prayer points when hitting a 67, but when you change this to the Malevolent, keep in mind not using any pets, a 67 actually drains 65 prayer points rather than 56, which makes a huge difference. In conclusion, all of these items are very important, and when used in conjunction with one another, they really do become significant in terms of how much you can actually smite. You can use the Barrelchest War Axe or the Malevolent War Axe. It doesn't really make much of a difference as long as you do have the full Obsidian, or if you actually have a Holy Berserker pet. In the event that you don't have a Holy Berserker pet, you can make up for it by having the Malevolent War Axe. In the event that you don't have the Malevolent War Axe, you can make up for it by having the Holy Berserker pet. All of the formulas seem to be tied with one another, and it's actually a really good thing that the SMITE cap is drained at 75, because if you didn't have that SMITE cap at 75, all of these items in conjunction with one another would ultimately drain your prayer by 90 plus prayer points in one special attack. This is actually still really overpowered and kind of broken even when capped at 75, considering the fact that people can ×2 spec if they have the Ring of Bigger Eye, meaning if they hit the max hit cap and drain 75 of your prayer points, there is essentially no way to out-eat the Malevolent War Axe in conjunction with the other items. In the event that they double spec, you're going to get smited in the event that they hit a very high hit back to back. Be careful out there, and hopefully some changes get made. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't expect you guys to understand what the hell I just talked about. There is a lot that goes into it. Just know that there are going to be some tweaks that need to be made, and hopefully we can go ahead and get involved with the community as well. Let me know what you guys truly think of the Malevolent War Axe after seeing this video in the comment section below. Perhaps if we can get enough community feedback, it can guide us in the right direction as to what we should do with this SMITE cap, etc. If you did make it this far, I do want to go ahead and give you guys a good opportunity of winning some bank loot. I am going to be giving away a $100 bond to one lucky winner, a $45 bond to a second lucky winner, the $5 bond is going to go to the first non-edited comment that states their username, and then a twisted bow to the third lucky winner. So if you guys would like to enter this giveaway, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment your in-game username, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!